All right, well, we're back. It's Tom Miller here with EXP Realty with my friend Jebb Rich from Fidelity Bank. And today, this conversation is going to be for first-time home buyers. So as interest rates have changed, affordability of homes has changed, and maybe you're thinking, I might not be able to buy a home now because interest rates are too high. And what we want you to know is that there are programs available to make home buying a little more affordable for you. Jebb's going to talk about those a little bit. We're not going to go into a terrible amount of detail on them because I think it's probably a conversation that'd be worth having on the phone with Jebb for your specific situation. But we're going to at least kind of open your eyes to what's available out there and hopefully make the opportunity to buy a home for you a reality potentially. So Jebb, talk to us about what's available for first-time home buyers in this market.
Sure, Tom. So there's a 30-year fixed rate product that we use a lot that only requires 3% down.
Okay.
We can use the 3, or we can get the 3% from a couple different avenues. The Federal Home Loan Bank has a grant that we can use for that down payment, and also the Iowa Finance Authority has a grant that we use for first-time home buyers.
Okay.
There's not any restriction on where the property is located, but there is some restriction around annual income.
Okay.
That we can
and you
talk
said
about.
the word grant. Tell people what that means.
Well, it's a grant, so it's applied, or it's as a second mortgage. So it's a gift of funds that is repayable if you sell that house within the first 5 years.
Okay.
And it graduates down that down payment. So if you own the house for 5 years, it's totally forgiven.
Okay.
The grant is.
Yep.
The grant is a gift to be used towards down payment, closing costs.
Yep.
Any out-of-pocket expenses that's related to the mortgage itself.
Nice. And just again for clarity, what amount of money is available to a buyer in that situation?
The IFA allows for 5% of the purchase price.
Okay.
And then the Federal Home Loan Bank grant is a flat $10,000.
Okay. And on just like so 5% of 200,000 would be 10 grand as well.
True.
So yeah. So I mean, you're looking at the ability to get a grant. If you live in that home for 5 years, you're looking at the ability to get a grant that could be worth $10,000 or more, depending on the home price that you're paying for. What do you have to do to qualify for those products?
We would need to take an application. There is some income verification that we use, recent paycheck stubs, last 2 years' taxes,
Yep.
including the W-2s,
Yep.
that would qualify. There are some credit score related minimums that you have to score to meet those guidelines.
Okay. Great. Well, if you're wanting to buy your first home, I highly recommend. Jebb's got a lot of these products available. He knows all the ins and outs of them, and I know he can help you find the perfect solution for buying your first home. I would encourage you to reach out to Jebb. Again, his contact information is going to be either in the description or in the comments below this. Reach out to Jebb. He can give you more particulars on those products. But, I mean, we just told you there is potentially $10,000 for you there. That would be basically a gift from our state or from the Federal Home Loan Bank that if you live in that house for 5 years, you're not going to have to pay it back. And that can be the difference between you being able to buy your first home and not right now based on where interest rates are at. So give Jebb a call and see if there's a product out there for you that can help you buy your first home. Thanks, Jebb.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah.